We are waiting for two more joinees to join us. Let's wait for them and then we can start.
Uh, Okay, so I think we should start the session now. So before we start, I would like to introduce the host. So I and Kritika will host the session. Myself, Disha. I am a second year BSc Honors Nursing student from Lady Harding College of Nursing, New Delhi.
And hi, this is Kritika Mittal, and I am pursuing B Pharmacy from Maharishi Dayanand University, Haryana.
So I would like कि आप सब एक बार करके खुद को इंट्रोड्यूस कर दे. So first we will start from Panchami Sarpangla. Uh,
Good evening to you all. I'm Panchami from third PDS of SDM College of Dental Sciences, Dharwad. Uh, yeah, this is my introduction.
Okay. And I think now, Gauri Sharma, please introduce yourself.
Hi, good evening to everyone. I'm Gauri Sharma and I'm currently pursuing B Pharmacy, second year student from Maharishi Dayanand University, Rohtak.
okay, so next I would like Parul Yadav to introduce herself.
Hi everybody, I am Parul. I'm currently doing BSc Honours Nursing in Lady Harding College of Nursing, Delhi, and I'm 21 years old. That's it.
Okay. And now I would like to ask Kanika about herself.
Hello everyone, my name is Kanika and I am also pursuing B Pharmacy from MD University, Rohtak.
Okay.
Okay. So I hope you all are aware about the topic of this panel discussion, right?
Okay,
So
so I would first like to give some views about our organization, that is sarkarischool.com. So our Sarkari School is an initiative of the We Citizen Foundation, in which basically we create a bright future for the students in India, especially the marginalized people who are basically not privileged enough to get all the facilities, basic facilities that we usually get, and we work towards the same goal. And we are the organization of more than 100 people, and we just work in order to give information, to provide awareness about different topics such as we are here today to present.
okay, so Project Aarogya, the project who actually organized this session. So I would like to tell something about Project Aarogya. Project Aarogya promotes importance of health, exercise schedule, cleanliness among school students. To develop interest in basic body function, we organize many workshops and sessions so that students can build their physical health and mental health very well. So I think now we should start our discussion, right,
Yes, so
Kritika?
first, yes, right, Disha. We should definitely start. So I would first like to ask any one of you can answer this, but what is basically PCOD or PCOS, like the topic, the main topic of our session? Panchami, would you like to just give a brief about it? Mm. Hello. Okay, anyone of you, Kanika?
Yeah, it's basically some reproductive health issue that women usually like unnoticed for that. The symptoms are unnoticed, and yeah, it's basically the polycystic ovaries, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's right. That's exactly what I was expecting as an answer. And can anybody like add on in this definition?
Actually, PCOD stands for polycystic ovarian disorder, and PCOS stands for polycystic ovary syndrome. In this, actually, we as females have ovaries that produce eggs like every month. But in PCOD, what happens is this ovaries they develop cysts. Okay, so that is why they start releasing male hormones, androgens. So because of that, our hormone imbalance occurs in the body, due to which many of the symptoms can arise, like weight gain or irregular menstrual periods, something like that. So it can have an adverse effect on the body, and in most of the cases, it goes unnoticed. But we should like definitely check for. We should keep monitoring our health from time to time, of course, and I think that's it. Okay.
Yes, I am very much agreed with Gauri. PCOS, actually the main problem that occurs with PCOS is like irregular periods, right? So many a times I have seen girls. There are girls who got never got their periods after PCOS. Like there's a distance of like 4 months or 6 months, or there are girls who have like heavy bleeding, or can say ki the bleeding don't stop at all, right? These kind of problem basically occurs during PCOS. Uh,
Yes.
Anything more you guys want to add?
What are the symptoms that we actually encounter during PCOD and PCOS? Can anybody want to discuss about that?
Uh, it basically differs from person to person. Maybe एक person को वो चीज़ फील हो रही है, नेक्स्ट दूसरा पर्सन दूसरी चीज़ फील कर रहा है. सो डिपेंड करता है कि वो इंसान जो सफ़र कर रहा है, वो किस तरह से उस चीज़ से सफ़र करेगा. दैट्स बेसिकली डिपेंड
Okay.
ऑन पर्सन.
यस,
Okay.
जैसे बहुत केसेस में दे होता है कि किसी को वेट गेन हो सकता है, या बहुत केसेस में ऐसे भी है कि जिनको वेट लॉस हो रहा है. सो इट बेसिकली डिफर्स फ्रॉम पर्सन टू पर्सन, और जो सिम्टम्स भी होते हैं.
And I guess like growth, hair growth increase जाती है, body hair increase जाता है, like you get too much hair during in over your face, all over your face, and you get a little muscle mass also. I guess these are the symptoms of PCOS.
Yes, yes, completely. And
Then there
apart,
is also acne that appears on the chest or on the face, on
yes,
the upper back. Then you can even see the darkening around, like around in and around breasts. So that's what happens.
yes, actually, many symptoms of PCOS go unnoticed. We girls usually don't take it seriously. We thought कि ठीक है, बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि वेट गेन हो रहा है, कोई इतना ध्यान नहीं देता उस चीज को.
Okay. Can we take a moment and we have a new joinee with us? Okay. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Happy Wednesday.
Hi everyone, sorry for the late. Because of
It's
some
okay.
technical error, I joined late. Happy Women's
Okay.
Day to all.
It's okay, ma'am.
Okay.
It's okay. Can you please
Happy to
introduce
see you all.
yourself?
Happy
Yes.
Women's
Yeah,
Day.
yeah, yeah. I'm Dr. Adil. I finished my studies in Government Kilpak Medical College, Chennai, and I'm doing internship in KMC. And it's a great initiative on this day because it's a very common problem. Every youngster is going through this nowadays. So it's very, very emerging problems and it's nice initiative. Let me go ahead and I will share my view because I am also having PCOD. So
Okay.
I know I am also patient PCOD. I am doing something from Get Relief on it. So I will share my experience also and I will give some advice how to overcome it. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am. Thank you very much.
hi.
Okay,
So,
so
most of the time I have heard that PCOS is actually a modern disease or lifestyle disease. So, किसी ने पहले सुना है?
I guess यही होता है. I mean, like mothers, our mothers used not to have this disease. I don't know particularly if this is an ancient disease or not, but I think how we are living nowadays is one of the reason this is very recurring kind of a disease. Like we usually hear it from every second to third girl that they have PCOD or PCOS.
Yes, Kritika, it's very right. It's all because of the new emerging lifestyles we are undergoing. So, from when you are entering into your higher studies, you have to work hard and study hard. Because of that stress, and your lifestyle will uh, will enter into this PCOD. Not PCOD like irregular cycles. It's mainly irregular cycles. It may prolong duration of cycle or very frequent cycles. Anything is called PCOD. Okay,
Yeah.
then you are more likely to put weight gain more and more weight. So it's mainly because of the stress.
Yes, and not only
Can you
stress
hear me,
and the
guys?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Hello.
and
Yes, ma'am,
even
you
the
are audible.
dietary pattern. Hello.
hello.
Yes, yes, you're
Yeah.
audible.
Even the dietary pattern in the modern lifestyle, like eating the junk food or not having any nutritional diet, also plays a very important role. Like every profession is stressful these days, but it's our duty to handle that in that way.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, completely agree. And not only of stress and dietary lifestyle, and nowadays we all are so busy that we don't even get a chance for a physical activity. Not particular physical activity. I think everybody loves to dance here, so I don't think we get the chance to even to get the time to dance to enjoy ourselves, or like any form of
exactly.
physical activity. Yoga helps a lot even in
Yeah,
stressful situations.
yeah, but the problem is time management. Like we have very rushy lives that we don't even get time to exercise. Like even a student life, like we are students and we barely get time to exercise or do anything which gives us joy or gives some, a cardio and everything. So it is really difficult for to get
Even
that
the
time.
COVID-19, even the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the PCOD a lot. So, like many women might struggle with this issue in the near future.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, completely agree. And many a times it also happens, like when we miss our periods in the first month only, or let's just suppose that we miss our period in 1 month, we usually don't like care. We are like, it's okay, fine, it may happen, ऐसे ही हो गया. हम इतना ध्यान नहीं देते until and unless it go to an extent and we suffer.
Yeah. So, can anybody tell me what are the changes that one person goes through during the PCOS or PCOD if that person has this disease? What changes, if anyone can explain?
Uh, well, I think both physically and mentally, the girl has to go through many changes.
Yeah, but which, like in general, like I have heard about body weight gain and body facial and like acne prone skins. And what other symptoms are there?
The
Kritika, I would like
call
to say something.
Yeah, yeah,
There
you
are
can.
other problems connected with this PCOD, PCOS problems. Are there sleep problems? The sleeping pattern is changed, and it's basically known as sleep apnea. And there's a less breathing when the women even sleeps, or it's insomnia also. In some cases, the women breathe less, and then there's restlessness after that sleep of 6 or 7 hours, and
Okay.
depression and mental health are also connected with this.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I
So you
completely agree with Kanika that depression can cause during PCOS. It is one of the problem, like major problem during PCOS.
are okay.
Actually,
And
one of the factors that causes PCOS is PCOS is the production of insulin, like overproduction because of that.
Yeah, I completely agree with Gauri. Like, yeah, we have actually studied about this that insulin is important for conversion of glucose into glycogen, and then reconversion and use of glucose helps in the whole process of utilization of energy. So, insulin deficiency, if there is deficiency of insulin, then there will be chances of having some diabetic future. So we can conclude that there are some symptoms like depression, diabetes, body weight gain, hair and acne prone skins, etc. So what are the medications for PCOS and PCOD? Like what are the basic remedies we can follow?
Hello, can you hear me, guys?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes,
We
yes.
can.
Yeah,
So
give me 1 second. I will
yeah.
explain what you asked now.
Yes.
Can you please repeat
I
the
asked
question?
about the medications. Medications, what are the medications or remedies we can follow during
Oh,
PCOS and PCOD?
uh, actually, first and foremost, main way of treatment for PCOD is not medications. It's first when we like lifestyle modification. So you have to reduce your weight and diet control. So mainly weight reduction is part of 25% only. Your diet control is the main part to control PCOD. Okay, so weight reduction means as you can do some aerobic exercise for 30 to 40 minutes daily, walking, jogging, whatever you want. I joined this podcast after my walking only. So I am went to walking. So like that, you have to change your lifestyle. Early morning walking is very useful to convert the insulin resistance. It means it
Yes,
reduces the
yes.
insulin resistance. It increases the peripheral use of the glucose. So you won't get insulin resistance. So you doesn't need any drugs for that. Then diet. So what are the things we have to eat? Means you should low carb and high protein diet. So low carbs means you totally avoid the white rice, white sugar, and maida like the food items. You completely avoid it. And high fiber diet like you can take any fruits you want and cereals, pulse like that. Then reduce the intake of the milk. So you are allowed to take only 100 ml of milk per day. So milk also
Okay, it's
should be restricted.
interesting.
Yes.
So, like,
Okay,
if
I
still you want to add any more drugs, you are not controlled, means you are in mid phase of the PCOD. That times you will add metformin. Okay, the metformin is not a diabetic drug, so it's also used for the insulin resistance. So some of them may get acanthosis nigricans, so the blackening of the neck, axilla, like the things. So that kind of things you can add metformin tablet, metformin BDA. So morning and night you can take. So for the 6 months, you can with metformin, with diet control and exercise, definitely your periods get regularized. So after that, you will taper the metformin. So you will continue your diet and continue your exercise. So it will goes up. When you
yes.
abruptly stopped all those things, suddenly you started to eat everything like as back means again you will get PCOD. So it's a one cycle of the rhythm we are going through it. So it's not the permanent solution. So it's a lifestyle change we have to made it to prevent the PCOD.
So like you can never like cure PCOD or PCOS completely. It will become a part of your life. You
No,
have to carry it.
I would like to add here something that I know a friend of mine who diagnosed with PCOS at early stage. So her gynecologist told her to change her lifestyle a bit since she diagnosed with PCOS at early stage. So the gynae advised her to not take maida or any kind of junk at least for 6 months, and to have a good diet and any kind of physical exercise. And if her periods continues to be normal, then basically she is cured from PCOS. So she just went cut out all maida, all junk, and good diet and exercise, and she actually cured PCOS. Like I don't know it, should I say that it's cured, but she's fine now. Like she's not having PCOS or any kind of issues related to periods. She's completely normal and she is having her normal periods also.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. I have one question for doctor for you, that what is the basic difference between PCOD and PCOS? Like, are they the same terms or different?
Yeah, no, 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 no. So polycystic ovarian disease isn't PCOD. When you get in small, small like cyst in your ovary, when you do the ultrasound scan, you can find that small, small cyst. That the initial stage of the disease is called PCOD. So PCOS means polycystic ovarian syndrome. So it involves the systems like when you get hirsutisms, the hair growth on the chin and upper lip, and acanthosis nigricans, much more weight gains, and hair growth in the unwanted areas. It's called syndrome. So its initial phase is called PCOD. When it is extensive and involved more kind of systems, that's called PCOS.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you
Okay,
so
so
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
yes, and I have like one more question. So, is there any service reason why it happens in girls? Like, how can one girl can? Sorry, I have a network connection problem. Just a second. So, how one can like completely avoid this? Like, someone who is not having this problem, how can they prevent this thing to happen to them? Is it genetic, or like it can happen
No,
to
it's
anyone?
nothing called
No,
genetic.
I don't think it's not
Mainly,
genetic.
yeah, it's not genetic. So it's mainly lifestyle modification. Okay. So as we are grown up, so we will do our modification from now itself. When we are as a mother, when we have other kids, we have to practice the healthy lifestyle habits for them. We should teach them for the healthy habits. From the initial stage itself, we need to do exercise, go and play in the ground. Don't sit and do the video games. Go and play. Eat healthy foods. Avoid junk foods. Likewise, we'll tell them our children. So likewise, only we can prevent. So not any what to say, any programs can prevent this. From my side, from now itself, we will start this change. Means it will change our future generation also. So it's a slow process only.
Okay, one more
Yes.
thing I would like to add, that if we modify our lifestyle at early stage, like during our 20s, it can actually benefits us later in our life also. Like girls who suffered PCOS, who has PCOS, they face problem during their pregnancy also, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
apart from pregnancy, I have heard that those girls, they reach menarche at early stage, and after menarche there are many problems associated with girls, like osteoporosis, like weakening of bones, or like less of calcium in body, that can actually affect. So I think reproductive health is very much important for girls.
Yeah, you are very right, Disha. So I can add one more point to this. So because of this PCOD, we'll get many complications. So as a short-term complications, as a 20s girls, we are entering into 20s, 30s. So infertility is the main complication every woman's undergoing nowadays. So mostly 30 to 40% of the infertility is because of PCOD. When you treat these simple cause, they will get pregnant within 6 months. So avoid chickens and daily exercise, weight reduction, diet modification itself help them to get pregnant. So infertility, then this hirsutism, this bad hair growth in the face, upper lips, this the complications. Then irregular cycles, then also this insulin resistance and all the short-term complications because of this PCOD. So when you take
Yes,
up to
yes.
the 50s, 60s, late-term complications, when your uterus exposed to the long duration of estrogen. So this PCOS mainly because of increased estrogen. When your uterus is getting exposed to estrogen for prolonged time, it may prone for cancers like ca cancer in the ovary, ca
Yes.
cancer in the endometrium, breast cancer, and you are more prone for heart disease also, sleep apnea, then depressions. So depression, sleep apnea and all we can treat, but once you get ca endometrium or ca ovary, if you diagnosed in very late stage means it's very difficult to treat. So as early as in the 20s we can modify means we will prevent those complications in the 50s.
Yes. One more thing I would like to say that I mistakenly said menarche. It's actually menopause. Like girls who suffer PCOS got their menopause at early stage. Right? Any more thing like Gauri, Kanika, Panchami or Parul wants to add? Like any kind of yes, Gauri.
Actually, I think the major complication is the toll it takes on the mental health. Like there is no social interaction left. Like there is no confidence left in the girls that are suffering from PCOS, mostly because of, I don't know, acne or weight gain. So I think we should, put pressure on the point that it is just a part of their life. It is not their complete life. So we should actually normalize this thing. It shouldn't be a taboo to talk about this.
Yes, yes, I completely agree.
So I think that is something.
Like I would like to add some of the myths which are associated with PCOS. Like irregular periods means PCOS. This is a myth. There are
Yes.
several reasons for irregular periods. One of them is PCOS. Like if the cycles are less than 22 days or like greater than 34 days, long frequently, it's a right step to consult the gynecologist instead of speculating or self-diagnosing. And there is one more myth that only obese women gets PCOS. This is a misconception based on the like stereotypes that only overweight women is susceptible. Researchers also say that this is also found in non-obese women.
Yeah, is it true that there are like two types of symptoms, girls who suffer from PCOS? One is like many can actually gain weight and one can actually lose weight. Is this true? I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
if
it's
anybody
true.
knows.
Uh, because
Actually say
we have
no,
heard the
because many will get weight gain only because it's an triangle like things, weight gain and irregular cycles and your diet. So when your weight is getting heavier, your cycles also becomes irregular. When your cycles becomes irregular, your weight also will get increased. So it is interconnected things. So thin peoples also get PCOD, but it's very hardly 10% over the populations. 10 to 15% thin peoples only get PCOD. Mostly PCOD patients will be obese only. So it's an interconnected things. When you get reduce your weight, your periods become regular. When your periods become regular, your weight also started to reduce. So it's an interconnected thing.
Okay. Parul, you want to say something?
yes, actually, I am suffering from PCOS. About 3 years, 3 years back. Firstly, I didn't get my periods for 2 months, and then when I got, it doesn't stop for 4 months. Total 4 month तक मुझे bleeding हुई. And at that time, I was given medication, myoinositol, that is for insulin and improving my menstrual cycle, and then and some mineral vitamins or iron supplements. But I took those medication for 1 month, but it didn't get better. So after that, doctor started OCPs, oral contraceptive pills, basically hormonal pills. That is overall L, estrogen, progesterone. So at the time, mood swings, depression, and like depression was like a बहुत ही नेगेटिव थॉट्स वाली कंडीशन आ जाती है उस टाइम पे, वो वाली सारी चीजें हो रही थी. एंड bleeding was so heavy, like I was using around 10 to 12 pads in a day. And sometime it was like that I stand up and wool pad, matlab, I use a pad and in 10 second overflow like that. So I didn't get gain weight. I lose my weight. I was having around 48 kg, and then it was 39. So uh, in my case weight lose हुआ था, and now currently मुझे अभी भी I'm not relieved from that. From 3 years I'm suffering from it. Basically जब पहले बार डॉक्टर के पास गई थी, so in reports कुछ भी नहीं था, but
Yeah, I completely agree with Parul that depression occur very much during PCOS, depression or mood swings. Like there's this situation I have heard, like a girl
am I
was suffering
audible?
from PCOS. Sorry.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes. Uh,
So कहाँ थी मैं? I forgot.
Okay, a girl was suffering from PCOS. So when she took her pills to get her periods, the depression and mood swing was so much that she was crying so much that she can't tell why she was crying. She can't explain why she was crying actually. Like she was continuously crying and she can't concentrate on anything, like anything. And all look, she can't sleep also. So I completely agree with Parul that depression is the cause. Like it happens when you are suffering from PCOS. Okay, so Parul, you can continue now.
So yes, I was telling कि firstly hormones were normal, ultrasound were normal, but after coming to LHMC, when I got my hormonal test and USG, that time I was diagnosed with PCOS, and then again doctor suggested me to take hormonal pills, but I clearly said no because at that time depression, anxiety, and those mood swings have really uh, given so much problems to me, so I said no. Now currently I am on spironolactone. That's a weak diuretic. uh, it basically decreases the hormone, male hormone, that can relieve uh, the PCOS. So currently I'm taking that medication, and cycle is not normal now also. So doctors told me that take the medication जब तक लो जब तक ठीक नहीं होता. So it's like that.
Okay, I would like to ask, like, is there anybody here who, missed their period and didn't care about it? Like, all they were like, okay, it's normal, or they just self-diagnosed herself. Anybody here? Not self-diagnosed with PCOS, obviously, like self-diagnosed, like, okay, maybe it's because of this reason or that reason.
No, I don't think there is anybody here.
Okay, I am. I would like to
Okay.
say that after my college begins, like offline, so when actually started going to college, I missed my periods that month. So I was like, okay, it's 1 month only. So I thought maybe it's because of change in lifestyle. Because obviously during COVID times, we weren't going out. All we used to do it, stay at home, eating, doing our college assignments, and that's all. So just a change in lifestyle, and I actually put on weight when I started going to college. So I thought maybe it's because of the lifestyle change or because of the gaining of weight, because gaining of weight can actually uh, regulate with your cycles. So I thought maybe these are the reason. But so already I was decided ki if the next month I didn't get my period, I will go to gynae. But luckily I got my period and everything was normal.
Yeah, so like that was a chance, you took, and I am very happy that you got your period on time next month. And yeah, actually, I would like to add that there are some yoga asanas we can perform if we have irregular periods. Like there are some asanas which basically stimulate thyroid gland and pituitary gland. So this will help to get a crime-free periods and periods on regular time, regular interval of time, and they will get a proper we will get a proper cycle if we perform those yoga asanas.
Yes, like as physical exercise is very much important, and especially yoga helps a lot to have a regular cycle and a good cycle. I would actually say a good cycle.
Yes, yes, I agree. So is there anything anybody wants to add to this discussion?
Kritika, I would like to say something.
Yeah, Kanika.
Actually, I've read about it that when all these hacks do not work, then obviously doctors have to give some medications, and even when the women do not like are not able to get pregnant, so there's a medication called clomiphene. It's a fertility drug, and then the chances of pregnancy are like very high, and metformin is one of them. Uh, and other birth control pills which can control the menstrual cycle, which regulate the menstrual cycle. And after all these life cycle hacks and yogas don't work, so the last option goes for the drugs. And yeah, there's certain
Yeah, I
also tests which do not get give you the exact result even if you are having those symptoms and all.
yeah. So hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I have a question regarding it. Like, if a person, if a lady takes too much eye pills or pregnancy birth control pills regularly or in some interval of time, or if she like takes frequently these drugs frequently, so is there some chances of getting PCOD or PCOS because their cycle will be irregular, like every in 15 days, or their cycle might get longer or anything. So if they take it frequently, like for every month or in such a way, so is there going to be some drawbacks or side effects of it?
I don't think it goes the other way around. I mean, if you are suffering from PCOS, you can obviously take eye pills or birth control pills to actually counter those effects that are developing due to PCOS or PCOD. But if someone is on birth control pills, that doesn't mean that they have cysts in their ovary. It's not a condition they will develop if they take birth control pills. So I don't think it works the other way around.
Okay, okay.
But there are side effects, like as Kritika said, right? Ki excessive excessive consumption of eye pills or any kind of hormonal pills, it actually affects our cycles. Like not in PCOS. Like if a person actually takes eye pills, like, it actually a problem occur with our cycles, even if the girl is not suffering from PCOS, because it's
Okay,
all
okay.
about hormones.
Yes, yes. Okay, so is there anything anybody wants to add regarding this?
Kritika, can I add one more point?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, there are certain associations which are related to these, and one of this is International Association PCOS Awareness Association, and it was founded by a woman named Meet Morgan, and she was suffering from the same situation. And then when she was diagnosed, she and then further other applications like online services she provided with, and yeah, there are certain awareness associations. The main motive is that they aware people about all the situations and all internationally. Yeah,
Right,
thank you.
Okay, it's a
right.
great point. I come to know. Also, I would like to add a point. I don't know how much true this is, but one of my teacher told me that consumption of red wine actually prevents cyst in uterus. It's like
Yes.
when you like. Okay, so have you heard it also?
Yes, yes. Actually, we have studied it in our like course that the consumption of red wine also helps in a betterment of menstrual health, And yeah, the point is absolutely correct.
Okay, it also prevents, from developing cyst in uterus or ovaries. So it's a great point, I think.
Yeah, but the consumption should be in limit. You cannot get
Yeah,
addicted to it. The consumption should be in limit,
yeah,
right?
obviously.
I think we should
So,
also consider the age limit.
yes, completely agree. So, one more thing, I just realized that girls who suffer from not only like, as Kritika said, like in limited amount is good, obviously. So girls, there's this trend, not trend, like at this age it actually happens that girls or boys, even boys, they do things like smoking or drinking. It actually affects a lot. Even in girls case, they might not realize it at early 20s, they might realize it later. Many things, many complications can occur at later in life.
Yes. Yes, that is true. Like excessive alcoholism will always affect your body, and the very first thing it affects is your fertility. Like in even boys, it is said that smoking is very dangerous for their fertility. They become infertile. Similarly, in girls, if someone is smoking, the first they will affect lungs and respiratory tract. Then second is the target is reproductive health only. The reproductive health will be affected if you are a chain smoker or you're an alcoholic or you're drug addict. So we have to like share awareness about all these things we should avoid. Can anybody suggest some food that we should eat during PCOD and PCOS which will affect, which will actually give benefit to our uh, whole situation?
Actually, any food that has a low GI index, that is any kind of nuts or fruits, or I think we should avoid any kind of starchy like pasta. We should avoid that. We should avoid beans, but we can, of course, take fruits and vegetables and leafy vegetables like spinach and nuts as much as we can incorporate. So I think these are the foods that help us. Oats, oats are some other thing.
Okay, Parul, can you suggest some food that you have taken during your course, or during like any
Yeah.
specific food?
Yeah, I was told to eat some iron rich food because I was having so heavy bleeding, so hemoglobin was so down. So iron rich food, and one point doctor has added that iron rich food should be taken with vitamin C uh, rich food because vitamin C help in absorption of iron and not with calcium rich because calcium hinder the absorption of iron. So she added like eat jaggery with the orange, so it will help you more, something like that.
Yes.
And green leafy vegetables, salads, and fruits like this. And yeah, junk food was told to avoid it, and mm, nothing special.
Okay.
Okay, Panchami, you want to
And
say something?
yeah, I think yeah, direct sugar and oils has to be avoided in this case because indirectly available sugars and fats are sufficient for balance the requirements. That's why like proteins has to be taken, dal, egg, this things has to be taken. Direct sugars have to be avoided and even the junk foods have to be avoided.
Okay,
Right.
so I would like to know, like, does anybody know ki consumption of tea or coffee, is it okay during PCOS? Is it okay to take coffee or tea?
I guess should be okay because green tea is very effective. It has
Yeah.
antioxidants, which will basically improve our health and which will help in weight loss also. Like antioxidants are important because then we will have like the first thing is it is anti-inflammatory also. So it will help in skin replenishment and many more things like that.
Also, green tea helps us to, deal with cramps. Like they relieve
Yes.
period cramps very much. So I think coffee should not be taken during periods. I mean, avoid coffee as much if possible.
Yes, yes, it causes dehydration also. Coffee causes dehydration due to high caffeine content. But you can take dark chocolate. Don't eat like sugary chocolates like dairy milk and all, because they have high sugar content rather than the cocoa. But you can take dark chocolates. You can eat dark chocolates. It has good antioxidant properties. It does have some caffeine content, but moderate consumption of dark chocolate is always good during periods.
Yes. So, do you guys do any kind of special thing before your periods, like when you are PMSing? Any kind of special thing?
Well, emotional support given by your friends and family always helps. And I guess like just pamper yourself, have a good skin routine, like wash your face, pamper your skin. It will always help, and massage your body. And anybody like to add something?
Okay, I would like to ask a question to all of you. Like, do you guys come to know that your periods will come in 1 week, in the next week, or in the next 4 to 5 days?
Yeah, I guess we all have
What
some kind
about
of
others?
indication.
No, many not, you know.
There are always indications, like we are always able to get either there are mood swings or there is the white discharge or there is something or the other that always lets us know that okay, it is time for that time of the
Even
month.
we get
And then there's a
even
track
we get
recorder.
Yeah, yeah, yes. I completely
oh,
agree with Kanika. There's this track
with the
recorder.
actors.
We all have used
Everybody
that at
use, yeah.
we all have used that at some point of our life.
And I think it's really great. Everybody should incorporate that into their phones, like that app, My Calendar. It really
Yes,
helps
yes.
a lot.
Also, one crazy thing, I don't know, should I call it as crazy, like that actually occurred to me is I actually crave spicy food a lot before my periods.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Like I have never thought about it, but I think me too. I also eat spicy and sweets. Sweet. I really crave for sweets during my periods. I just wanna eat something sweet all the time. Do you guys have any certain type of cravings during your periods? Nobody does. Am I the abnormal one?
I think the same.
We are same. Yeah. I guess.
Nothing
Kanika,
as
do you have any kind of cravings or anything? Or any different thing that you don't usually don't have, but during periods or when you are PMSing, you feel in a certain way that you want to be treated, or you want, you know.
I think we get acne during our acne in the face or any sorts of bloating of the abdomen sometimes.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
bloated.
These are the signs,
That is
or at least some leg ache or any restlessness. Maybe that's the thing I want to add. No, nothing as
yes,
craving as such for foods, and I do.
And along with acne, like oily skin also. That comes free with
yes,
acne.
true.
So,
Yeah,
any
so
kind of intestinal problems happen when a girl is suffering from PCOS? Like, is there any? Like, do you guys know?
Uh, I have heard that in periods, mortality of intestine increase. So the girls having problem of constipation, it get cured during the periods. I have heard about that. And some of you have felt that gas collect in the stomach at the time of periods. Do you guys have this problem during periods?
yeah, I get bloating, like water retention. I get water retention during periods. After, like the thing you get after eating a lot of junk food or any salty food, na, that happens when we are on our periods.
Yes, yes, especially with salty food and junk food. So,
True,
do
true.
you guys do any kind of special thing like when it comes to abdominal cramps during periods?
Hot bags to the rescue.
Hot bag to the rescue. Okay. Any more thing? Have you guys ever
I
taken
think
pills
that
for?
hygiene plays a
Yeah.
very important role during periods, like uh, overall body hygiene. I mean to say, like, hello.
Yes, yes. Cause
Yes, yes,
I
yes. You're audible.
Because I think during periods, girls actually, radiate kind of a stinky smell from body. I think it actually happens. So hygiene is very important. I completely agree with Panchami. So one more thing, have you guys ever taken pills for abdominal cramps or period cramps?
Yeah,
Do
we
Gauri
have,
have?
but we should avoid it as much as possible, because see there are some times when you have to work but you cannot control your cramps, so that at that times you have to go for pills. But most of the time you should avoid. You should try like some ayurvedic or like home remedies. Like I have heard, like from my mother only, I have heard to take ajwain and hing with some kala namak, as like with warm water. It will help in like stop crampings and all, and it actually works. So we can try that also. Plus hot water or something hot helps.
So Gauri agreed with the fact that she has taken pills. So can you tell us the story?
Actually, it's about the time when I am traveling or something, and there's that first day on, like, whenever you're out to travel and you get your period on the same day when you are stepping out of the house. So you cannot afford to have like that bad stomach ache while you are traveling, while you are on the run. So I think at that time I took that pill, Meftap. It's very effective, but on a daily basis, like if I am in the routine, I don't advise taking pills. Like we should all have that kind of, and I think everybody does to endure that pain with hot bags and with home remedies. I think everybody does.
Yes, yes, yes. I
Yeah,
completely agree that
yeah. So
we
it's
should actually avoid to take
yeah.
pills if possible. So, any more interesting facts or things or any kind of story related to periods or PCOS, anybody can share.
Disha, I have also taken some pills when I was like going for tournaments, like matches we had, and if I got my period on the same day, so my mother used to say that you'll not be able to play at the same time, so take some pills, and that would help you relax your stomach and bloating.
Okay, so what kind of sports do you play?
I used to play volleyball, and then we used to have CBSC tournaments and district tournaments. So there was a problem there and then. So yeah, then that was the last option I used. But I think that you should not take those pills because obviously adverse effects तो होते ही हैं.
Yes, yes. So, like, if if you don't take pills, so you won't be able to play. Like, there's so much of pain. Like, I'm just
Yeah,
asking.
sometimes it's not like bearable, so it has to be that way.
Yeah. Okay. So now we will wrap the session. So before that, just we will just talk about that. What should we do during our to have our regular cycles and normal cycle? Everybody can add a point. Okay. Anybody can start.
Okay, let's start with Gauri.
We food,
So
healthy, hygienic food.
yes,
Uh,
yes, completely.
it doesn't mean that
Okay.
only during the periods we have to eat healthy food and avoid fast food. No, it's not that, because fast food will only add layers to our body, and Fast food is available fast, but disposable slow in that way. So it's about having good food and good lifestyle, balancing both, and not taking too much tension for the life. That's
Yes, completely agree. Okay, so next, Gauri.
I think a 20 to 30 minutes light, moderate intensity exercises every day. Any kind of physical activity, either dancing or aerobics or anything for that matter, just indulge in any kind of physical activity on a daily basis.
Yes, 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 very much agree with you. And I think we should also do meditation for our mental health also. If somebody is suffering from PCOS, meditation helps a lot to deal with to a extent with depression or anxiety.
And I would like to add one more point, that we should talk. We should be able to talk to the person who is suffering from this. We should be able to make them feel comfortable to talk about it, to feel okay if they are PMSing or anything. We should just be supportive towards them, and we should normalize
I
all
think
these type of situations.
one more point is that cultivating good hobbies, uh, because meditation, all those things we have to forcefully do. But singing or dancing or reading books, whatever the hobbies we like, if we cultivate that, see, right from the childhood we were doing that, but now because of the profession or because of the college works, we are not having times, and we think that those will distract our mind. No, we have to cultivate some, we have to recultivate our hobbies. It may be just walking or cycling, or reading good books, singing, dancing, all such things.
Yes, yes. So now I would like to wrap up the session. Thank you so much. We were so glad to have you all as our speakers. And last not but least, happy Women's Day. Bleed healthy. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you so
Thank
much.
much.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you all for coming here and spending time with us. It was a great session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.